Welcome back. I'm in Luang Prabang. This is Laos and it's gorgeous. So this is my apartment. I'm currently with beautiful wisteria. It's gorgeous. So I've decided to take a little bit of time away from the pool and come and do Chakra 1 for you. Let's spend a little bit of time on this. So, what is a chakra? A chakra is an energy center that sits within your spine, coming up through the spine all the way to the crown. And this enables us to feel at our best. The chakras are energy, so it kind of moves around. It never stops. It never stops. But it does become sluggish and it doesn't function properly when there's a blockage. Why is a chakra blocked? Trauma, that can block this, and trauma comes in many facets. Fear enables us to not go forward, okay? Sometimes you fear jumping out of your comfort zone and going for a new job, traveling to a new country, entering a new relationship. Lots of other factors are involved with this. So let's delve a little bit deeper. There are 7 chakras within your human body. Today, Chakra 1, Muldara. This sits at the base of your spine, right down into the lower back, into the tailbone. So that little curve in the coccyx. And that little spinning chakra of energy has to work. What happens? It moves up through your spine, connects through the other chakras and makes us feel whole. Go back to Chakra 1. What does Chakra 1 do for you? It's your survival needs. It's your physical being, your security, your safety in life, your tuning in mechanism, grounding. You've heard of grounding. And some of you might think, what is grounding? Is it just placing my feet within nature? Well, actually it kind of is, because nature has a vibration that channels up through your feet, which we will go to shortly with our acupressure point. It channels up through your legs. It comes into the spine and it invigorates us. It gives us that sense of being alive. Yeah, it really does. So your survival needs, how you actually go from being dithery to, I'm in a new city, I need to get from A to B. What do I do? How do I survive? Where do I get water? Where do I get food? Where do I get accommodation? All these survival needs. You wouldn't be able to do this if you was not grounded and strong. So, I want you to tune in. I just want you to rock into the pelvis. Make sure that this is just getting that little sense of vibration. Are you seated comfortably? If not, place a cushion underneath the sit bones. Lift up through the chest. Close the eyes if you wish. And breathe. Breathe in through the nostrils. Breathe out through the mouth. Just allow the body to feel its energy traveling up through the front and the back of the body. If your eyes are closed, maybe invite some ancestral heritage, some linkage. What do you feel drawn to? Is it the Egyptians? Is it the Native Americans? Where does your ancestral linkage invite you in? Call in whoever you need to be able to help you ground in such a strong vibration that it helps you with all the other 6 chakras in the next coming weeks. So they relate the Mudra chakra with the colour of red. Red is root. Why have we dedicated this colour of red? Is it because of the blood? Is it the circulation and the blood flow? So when we ground into our feet, the governing body where the root chakra, Mudra, invigorates and vibrates is, yes, up through our feet, into our ankles, into our whole of our legs, into the hips, the bones of your body, and it works up through your spine. That's why it's really, really important to ground. Take your shoes and socks off at any time you can. Take a moment to sit, meditate, and feel your body rooting into the floor. That's grounding. Mudra also governs the intestines, your adrenals, those little tiny triangles that just sit on top of your kidneys in your back. Your immune system is governed by Mudra. How your blood pressure fluctuates up and down. My job is to get you rather balanced. It is. And your metabolic regulation. So are you ready to start? I'm sure you are. So the pranayama that's linked to Mudra is Viloma, where we inhale slow, we take a pause, and we exhale fast. Let's try this together. Inhale. Pause the breath. Exhale fast. Breathe in. Pause. Exhale. Beautiful. My advice to you, if you want to clean up your powerhouse, which is this is your powerhouse, then you must see the dirt within your body. What's blocking you? What is stopping you from going forward? The fear. It's really okay to have fear in life because it drives you. So you have to have a little bit of fear, but don't let it stop you from going on in life. So the mudra that's linked to our base, our Mudra, is Prithvi, 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 Prithvi. Yeah. So this is where the thumbs, which is your fire, the Agni in the navel point, and the ring finger, which is earth, which is your grounding. They are pressed together. We've got the thumb that just rolls over the tip, and the other fingers are just governed out, okay? They're really, really important. So you have the thumb, which is your fire element, which works into worry or reduces worry, the anxiousness and stomach. We have the ring finger, which is a really important earth grounding mudra. And this dilutes anger and it regulates your nervous system. And by pressing these fingers works through the meridians of the body that goes down into the feet, which works into the acupressure point. Really important. So let's go into Prithvi. Just rest the fingers on your thighs for a moment because we'll come back to this when we go into the Bija sound. And I want you just to breathe. While these are connecting and finding their way through the channels of your body to really help you with your grounding. Just breathe. Listening to nature, being in nature. Beautiful. Take a long, deep breath in. And breathe out when you're ready. Release. So one of the questions you may ask me is, how do I know if my chakra is balanced? Your life will flow. Of course, being human, we have some roller coasters in life. That's how we grow and evolve. However, you don't want this continually. That's telling you that the fluctuation with your hormones and your emotions in your body are so irregulated and imbalanced. It doesn't have to be like that. I know that life throws us curveballs and we become involved in grief and sadness and emotions. Of course, that's going to happen. But how we function through those times really does have an effect on our bodies. So yeah, life flows. You feel a sense of confidence. You don't feel that you're walking with a slum and your head down. You're confident driven, and your passions in life are full flowing. They're absolutely in abundance. You feel physically well, and especially with Mudra, where it governs the legs, especially the lower body, the knees feel great, the ankles, the feet, and there's less tense feelings in the lower back. And of course you are going to have maybe the odd lower back problem from time to time, but that might be down to sitting down too much, poor posture in bed or seated. So keep an eye on those, but if it's consistent, keep coming back to balance into the chakra. Your energy will be increased. What blocks it? We went right to the beginning, fear and trauma. That's a huge umbrella to go through. So of course you know what fears that you go through and what traumas you have gone through. So just keep an eye on these negative aspects that creep into our daily existence, because they do, but we just need to shimmy them out of our existence. So we're here to balance through our chakra 1, Mudra. So if it's unbalanced, you will be feeling the opposite of what I've just said. Life won't become free-flowing. You will feel somewhat stuck. Life is not moving. No doors are opening. You can't make a decision. Clarity isn't calm in your head and somewhat foggy. So let's clear these channels. Again, because it governs the lower body, you might find you have more than regular bouts of sciatica, lower back pain. The colon gets stuck, so that's constipation, which is not a very nice thing to do. Moving around also helps the colon with that. Sluggishness and your sense of deconnection or disconnection with a lot of things in life, a lot of things. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through a beautiful sequence. We're going to go through 3 times. We're going to take our time with this sequence and we're going to enjoy it. We are. So let's strip this back. I'm going to move back a bit so you can see my feet. The acupressure point of K1. This is linked to Mudra. So you can see the foot. There's my foot. In between the 2nd and the 3rd toe, there's a little groove. I want you to follow it down until we get to underneath the ball of the foot. Can you see where I am? So as long as you can see where I am, I'm just going to open up through this leg. And I'm going to use the thumb to press. So I'll lift my foot again so you can see. The 2nd and 3rd toe, if you press in between and follow it down, just in the center underneath the ball is K1. I want you to take a little bit of time with the opposite thumb. Press into this and give it a little massage. Give yourself time with these lovely acupressure points. You can press and hold. You can press and massage. And these are meridians that come up through the K1 point and again works into the legs. It comes up into Mudra, into the base of your spine. And that's where you go from gear 1 to hopefully give 4 or 5. But of course in time. You have 7 repetitive days to do this. Please try and do this little sequence every single day for 7 days until we go on to the chakra 2. A few more breaths. And release. Let's do the other leg. Find the second and the third toe. Come into the middle, follow it down. Beautiful. And you decide whether you want to give that a press and a wiggle or just a really beautiful deep press. K1. Be really nice when you go away and you can work on investigating more into Mudra and seeing if there's anything else that you feel that your body will benefit that I haven't covered today, because there's so much involved. But we will be here for probably about 2 hours. Take one more breath in and breathe out. Let's get ready to do the sequence. I'm going to come up to a stand. I'm going to slightly tilt the camera so you can see the whole of the body. I'm going to come up on all 4s first, and then I'm going to tuck the toes under, lift up through the tailbone and uncurl, and I'm going to lift the camera up. Oh, are you ready? Hello, hello, hello. So let's see if you can see my feet. Oh, this wisteria is amazing, amazing. So you've probably heard of Tadasana. Let me just take you down a little bit more, my loves. There you go. Perfect. So let's start with the governing body of the feet. Heel, ball, toe. Spread your toes. Feel if you have all 4 corners. That's the big toes, the little toes, and each edge of your corner of the heel of the foot. You don't need to press the sole in. Just let the arch naturally be. Feel, what are the knees doing? If you feel that the knees are coming in, press the outer edge of the feet more to really govern through the hips and the pelvis, because of course this is also linked to Mudra. Don't hyperextend into the pelvis. Have a slight tailbone tilt where you can feel the pubis bone coming up into the navel. Open up through the chest, drop through the shoulders, beautiful long arms, and just naturally let that head sit on your neck, on your shoulders. Tadasana, the mountain pose in your yoga practice. Feel rooted. There's no heavy work that's involved with Mudra. Mudra is about enjoying the fruits of nature. One deep, long breath in and release. Virabhadrasana 1, the warrior 1. Taking a step forward with my right, the back foot goes toe, ball, and the heel comes in at an angle. So this enables me to root through my legs. Navel point, let's spin it around a little bit. Interlink the fingers apart from the index and the thumb. Beautiful. Take a breath, raise up through the upper body. And as you raise up, you breathe, and as you breathe out, you drop down. Perfect. Stay where you are. I'm coming in at another angle for you. I've rooted, I've turned, I breathe in, I lift up through the navel, and I hold. And I hold. What I want you to try and experience is the foot that's at the back. Can you feel this being stretched and grounded right through the back of the Achilles into the calf. Be strong in the knees, because after all, we are working into legs, feet, hips, bones, spine. Oh, breathe, breathe, breathe. As you breathe out, drop the hands. Virabhadrasana 2, lift up through the back heel and turn this. Make sure you turn your body. Bend into the front knee. You've probably done Virabhadrasana 2 a million times. Make this about Mudra. Govern and be strong in the legs. Be strong in the ankles. Be balanced. Open up through the arms. I've got these beautiful plants here. Oh, they're gorgeous. I'm coming in at another angle. Stay where you are. Virabhadrasana 2. Yeah. In a yoga sequence, many people end up spinning through one asana to another to another. Holding these and taking time to breathe. That means all the connections and all the meridians that press up through your feet are getting a chance to balance your root. Beautiful. Take a breath in, turn that foot, turn the body, release. Virabhadrasana 1, other side. Back heel. Now the back heel comes in at an angle, but not too much that this hip feels stuck. Okay, we need to be able to be free in our pelvis. Interlink the fingers apart from the index and the thumb. Lift up through the chest and root. You've got to imagine these lovely little branches, these roots coming out of your feet. Push the back heel down. We are trying to enable a strong connection and a meridian flow through your feet. Do you remember the K1 point that we pressed? Press that into the floor. Take a breath, lift, breathe out, hands to the chest. Turn it into Virabhadrasana 2. Do you remember your warrior 2? Of course you do. Breathe. Is this knee in line with the ankle? Is the foot slightly turned out? The foot's not in, it's not all the way out. Beautiful. Take a breath, raise up through the upper body. Take a step in. A beautiful rooting asana is Vrikshasana. Vrikshasana is your tree. Watch your feet, heel, ball, toes. You can be below the knee joint, or maybe let's try it above the knee joint. Open up through the hips. Press into that K1 point. Your arms, your mudra, remember Prithvi, Prithvi, thumb, ring, and breathe. Just approaching somewhat the coolness of the day. Take a breath. Release the mudra, release the leg. Heel, ball, toes. Let's come up on the other side. Be strong, that foundation of your leg coming into Prithvi, and press that K1 point. Remember, in between second and third toe, just underneath the ball of the foot. You're doing fantastic. It's not hard work, but sometimes it can be hard work internally for the body, especially if you are unbalanced. Perfect. Breathe in, breathe out, release. Okay, let's go back. Warrior 1, Warrior 2, Warrior 1, Warrior 2, finish off in Tadasana, finish off in tree, then we'll come down. I hope you got that. Right leg forward, left leg behind you. Beautiful. Take the time, please, to root through the K1. the root through your feet. Interlink your fingers. Breathe. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Get ready to turn. Breathe out, especially that back foot. These flowers, I love you, I love you, I love you, but you're in my way. Perfect. Take a breath in, turn the body, take a step. Other direction. Remember, the heel needs to govern this pelvis. Breathe. Raise up. Breathe out. Warrior one. Virabhadrasana 1. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, connect. Breathe in, lift. Connect. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Turn the body. I'm going to turn at another angle. Indeed I am. Ooh, that sun is beautiful today. I've been walking in nature all day today, barefoot, really enjoying this amazing Mudra day. Take a breath, raise up through the upper body. Take a step in, I'm coming with you. Perfect. Warrior one, step back. Let's go into a bigger flow. Root, in breath, out breath. Warrior two. Warrior one, in breath. Warrior two, out breath. Inhale, warrior one. Take a step in, step back. Inhale, raise the upper body. Exhale. Arms and legs everywhere. In breath. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Beautiful. Breathe out. Take a step in. That's a standing version. Go back into your very, very last Tadasana. Do you remember? Heel ball toe. Slight press on the outside of the feet. Just tilt a little bit. Draw up through the front of the body so the spine is really tall. And drop through the shoulders. Coming down onto the sit bones. Just going to bring you with me. Hello, hello. So coming down onto the sit bones, we're just finishing off on that beautiful Mudra. Please, if there's any questions about the root chakra, feel free to message me. I will answer all the questions possible. We won't be able to do the whole sequence because, like I say, it takes a long time. Once you're grounded and the hips and the feet are comfortable, let's go into a beautiful Sufi grind. We're grinding from one part of the hip socket into the groin to the other. And of course, we're massaging right at the base of the coccyx. Do you remember the tailbone where the energy center of the chakra begins? You can hear the little buzzies. Taking one more breath in to center the body. Exhale to change direction. I hope you've learned something today. What you will learn with the Mudra is about being fairly still, rooting, grounding, being in nature, and observing. If we don't observe, how can we stay still enough to be able to let our linkages root? Indeed. Take a breath to center. Breathe out. Come back into Prithvi for a moment. Thumb, ring finger, release. Close the eyes. You can say this out loud or in your head, depending on where you are. I am safe. I am grounded. I am secure. I am safe. I am grounded. I am secure. I am safe. I am grounded. I am secure. The Bija sound is a frequency, almost like humming sound, that resonates through the body. This particular sound comes from Mudra, the root chakra. It is Lam, L-A-M. I invite you to do this a couple of times with me. Quite low. This is how it goes. Lam. 4 times. Breathe in. Lam. 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 Please remember to do this little sequence every single day. Don't rush this important time. Namaste. From me, and of course to you. Take care.